Good morning, everybody. I'm going to post some information before I write my daily calligraphy practice. I don't know how long this can go. Let's see if I can post it. Too long? It won't post. Maybe I have to separate it. I think there's a limit of how much text I could do at each comment. I have to do this in several comments. Okay, I posted the original. See if I can do. It's much work, I think. Let me see if I can just post. Oh no. So I try to tell you what's the title of this calligraphy article, a theory, but I cannot do it. Let me see. It's hard to do this. Oh, I don't know how many words I lost. No. Okay, that's all I can do. As you can see, this book starts with a preface. Let me see if I can get that. There's a you can easily find the complete article online, but I only have a fragmented book. You know, the copy I have is not complete. I don't think anybody in the world has the complete book. Because years ago, I don't know when and where, I found this image on Google or somewhere, and I saved it to my computer. This is supposed the first title page. It says, 晋右将军王羲之秘授献之笔势十二章并序. That's if you look at my comment on the left, I have the translation of the title of the book, and this is the starting sentence of this preface. The owner of this copy has a note saying this book has been destroyed or damaged in the war. I don't know which war. Maybe after the 1911 revolution or something. It mentioned in my hometown Nanjing, where it was lost, separate, falling apart, and it seems like a copy from the Song Dynasty, Northern Song Dynasty. Anyway, I don't know who the answer is. I mean, who the author is. 太子桓. I don't know if actually. 北宋徽宗宣和. Yeah, this is the Northern Song Dynasty. It talks about a prince's name, but I don't know what has to do with this book. So basically, what it is a letter, maybe you might call, but it's a very long letter, written by Wang Xizhi. Wang Xizhi. We talked about him yesterday. I have that page there. If you recall yesterday, I wrote his name already. The brush I used was named after. Oh, I forgot to wash it. Let me soak it. That happens. Okay. So Wang Xizhi wrote this article to give to his son, Wang Xianzhi. Xianzhi is his son. He became a Wang, junior, 小王, 大王, 小王, the first senior Wang and the junior Wang. Both are most famous Chinese calligraphers in Chinese art history. So according to the father, he said he was not supposed to teach his son in person. So he has to find someone else to teach his son. However, he wants to pass some general guideline and a theory about the brushwork or 笔势. I think gesture or movement of a brush. And there are 12 chapters, each talk about a particular movement or usage of brush. Excuse me, I have a sore throat. So I better not to talk too much. I will continue, give you more information. Oh, actually, I have the full translation of the article and the page I'm copying in my online class. So if you want to learn more about Chinese calligraphy and painting, join my online class at ChineseBrushPainting.ning.com. So yesterday we copied the second page of the first chapter. 水砚者，城池也；本宁者，将军也. The inkstone and water. With water, 水烟. I think just like ink stone. It says water stone. Water yan means ink stone, particularly. 水烟, maybe two different. Classical Chinese is very loose in grammar. You can interpret many ways. It's like the ink stone is like a city. We talked about a battlefield, and this is like a stronghold. Look like a stronghold, right? Like a city, walled city with pool. 本领者将军也. The skill is the major general, and 心意, the heart and mind. Idea is the junior general, and the 结构者模测也. The structure is I think I have a translation. I just read it in my class. Let me see. Paper is like a battlefield. The brush are like knives, shackles, and other weapons. Ink is like armor. Water and scorpion, or is that inkstone, are like city pools. The skill of transporting brush seem to be a general. This translation is a Google translator, artificial intelligence. I think it's maybe 60% understandable. I hope. If you don't read Chinese, you get a general idea what it's about. The structure is like a strategy and tactics. From the brush's luck, it's known that it is smooth and difficult, and the brush strokes are all in and out. Should listen to the order with a brush and a fold like a knife to kill. Anyway, the Google translation is a lot of metaphors of what writing calligraphy is like. I would say, simply put, the calligraphy is to make it. You cannot transform your energy into the stroke and give it vitality. That's the key. Yeah, with each stroke has breath of vitality. And of course, it's very important to learn the form, the shape, the construction of the characters. My overnight ink, it's kind of sandy. You may notice I didn't wash my inkstone, so it got lots of leftover from previous days. For calligrapher, this is okay, I think. You need to make it very thick, so. And the ink use is like water control in painting. Their dry and wet effect. It's a reflection of mood. This is what I did yesterday. Let me continue this. 亲译者. How many are watching? We got 1 people watching. Okay, will be saved as a recording. So if you missed it, you can always review it and give comments. Okay. should read, kind of memorize it. So this only helped me to trace, not trace, as I said, not copy exactly, but with this guideline, stroke guideline, with modern, technology, we can learn this more closely, because we really want to transmit this great tradition. So we can get the very close feel of what it feels like to write, like Wang Xizhi or Yan Zhenqing. Yan Zhenqing, this style is very early Tang Dynasty style. So it's not too far from the Han style, or older. So the stroke is basically, we call it a seal script style. It's very rounded, tip concealed stroke, unlike the later work. And Wang and Yan use kind of stiff brush, like this one I'm using. Is a you can use wolf hair, which means stiff, but among wolf hair, the red whisker, according to the legend of Wang Xizhi, he used red whisker to make a brush. But nowadays you can use synthetic or other alternatives. But it's supposed to be a brush with resilience. You use that kind of pull the brush, but with resilience, to create that kind of gesture or feel. And you can see the strokes are not not the same thickness. It has a, sorry, my voice is lost. Better just keep quiet. All Wang Xizhi's original has been lost or buried with the Tang Emperor Taizong, who loved his work and carried all his corrections to his tomb in Xi'an. But before he died, he asked all his major subjects to write a copy of Wang Xizhi's Nanting Orchid Pavilion preface. So we left with 3 copies from the Tang Dynasty officials, and one of the copies reportedly is the best, closest. And I learned from my archaeology teachers, that art history teacher in my archaeology field, that they use the tracing technique against the light, with the outlined first, and then kind of filling the blanks, but not in one stroke maybe, but they did very excellent work. we're not supposed to repeat any stroke. So to keep it in a one stroke manner, just writing, not tracing or little by little. That won't help with your skill, right? You see this characters, they're kind of facing each other. When you have two vertical lines, they could, in this style, particularly Yan style, they tend to face each other like, not perfectly straight. And the horizontal line goes a little up, curved a little up. This is the structure, 结构. Some of my students says I have a bad vision. I cannot see the distance, the depths. I said, no, you're okay, because I cannot see my brush tip when I write, because you have to put your nose in front of the brush, align the nose with the brush, so the handle or the might hide the stroke sometimes you're writing, but doesn't matter, because this is your body, does the work. You don't have to use your mind, your eye. Mo means planning, structure is planning and strategy or tactics. 策 is bamboo head. My paper actually is semi-absorbent. It might smear if I repeat too much or the ink is not thick enough. So it's very important to grind your ink. Even you have bottled ink, just grind it further to make it into a paste. You will see the magic of a thick ink, a very heavy ink with inkstone. We do sell this set of the ink stone and with the ink stick at our website, Blue Heron Arts. This character is very beautiful with what we call this, a winged radical. Yang. I think the translator, the Google translation, just treat it as the same as the hand radical, just what was that translation? Let me see. From the brushes like I don't know. This is luck. From the brushes luck is known that the smooth and the difficult. The brush stroke are all I don't know what the translation is not accurate. Yang Bi is should be some kind of like this. I have to do more research to understand this content myself. So it doesn't matter if you don't read Chinese, the beauty, it does not bother me at all to appreciate the form, the form of the characters, the beauty of the writing itself. It doesn't matter what it is, right? But if you understand, it might increase your interest. But each character is enough. Maybe this is a bee. Beam is made of bamboo handle, so that has to do with the bamboo radical. And this one is like a hand holding a brush. But now you cannot really see the picture in this style. It's not been changed since Tang Dynasty. The standard script is established. I noticed that each character, the repeated character, not the same. They vary a little bit. When you write a horizontal line, notice the curve, how much it curves, and the two ends are not leveled actually, but it's balanced well. Ji means auspicious. I'm not supposed to retouch. Sorry. Just can't stop. When I paint, I always retouch. Right? In calligraphy, you cannot do that. People can tell. And if it's a one stroke, you cannot really reload the brush. You have to keep going. Jishong means luck, good or bad, luck. Okay. Hi, Hans. Thank you for watching. Well, please let me know how you like this. I will be doing this on a daily basis. And you can, if you missed it, you can watch the recording. I would like to say goodbye now. Have a great day. And hi, Hans. You are doing Ouyang Xun, and Sudongpo. Yeah, these are probably the contemporaries of my Yan style calligrapher. Ouyang Xun is actually early Tang Dynasty, maybe earlier than Yan Zhenqing. Sudongpo is about the Northern Song Dynasty, right? Yeah, any style you like is good to copy. And you after you master the one, you master the other. Eventually, you'll mingle all the styles together to create your own. That's great. I have studied Liu Gongquan also, and Yan Zhenqing, and my favorite is the cursive style. I hope you enjoy, and see you next time. Bye-bye.